This might be the dumbest argument I will have on this channel. Not because people of Twitter are idiots, although they very much are, but because most people are misinformed. 100 humans versus 100 gorillas is not a fair fight for the gorilla. The average silverback gorilla weighs anywhere between 135 and 227 kilograms, which for my American speaking audience is between 300 and 500 pounds. However, on average, a silverback gorilla weighs between 195 kilograms or 430 pounds. If that sounds like a lot, it shouldn't. For example, the average weight of a world's strongest man competitor is around 331 pounds or 150.5 kilograms. Now, although people typically do this video with the average American man, as someone from Canada, I am going to try and be respectful and do a worldwide estimate, and also makes the video more interesting. The average weight for men worldwide is about 136.7 pounds or 62 kilograms. To put that into perspective, the combined weight of 100 men worldwide would equivalent around somewhere of 13,670 pounds, or roughly 6,200 kilograms. That is 6 tons of weight. The truth of the matter is, my green screen is falling down. It would appear it is back in place. If we were to just stop at the weight, you would already see why this is an unfair fight. However, it unfortunately gets worse for the silverback gorilla. If we were to only include our fists, we still could, with the amount of humans we have, deliver enough force to where the gorilla would no longer be feeling good after a few seconds. However, if you know anything about combat sports, it is the kicks you want to look out for. The average adult male can kick with a force of 1,000 pounds. To put that into perspective, your friend Paul from work, who has never seen a treadmill in his life, can kick with the exact same force as the weight of a polar bear. Now imagine that, but with 100 people, and also getting kicked repeatedly over and over again. And also at the same time, the aggressor, from the gorilla's perspective, aka the 100 humans, are not getting as tired as you are. In fact, by the time you are tired, they are only starting to sweat. The last point I want to bring up is the psychological one. The only issue here is that it's 100 humans. An animal like a gorilla is probably one of the most terrifying things for one human to go up against. It is probably one of the most terrifying things you as a human being could do in your life. The only issue is a gorilla understands what a numbers advantage means, as they commonly get gained up by chimpanzees. The issue here, though, is that, again, is 100 humans. Humans, historically, can put aside their fears to accomplish a goal. There's no question of if. There is just the simple question of when. When the humans finally decide to put aside their fear that some of you may die, then the fight has already been won.